process, we sat down at the end of the day and we said, this guy checks every box, and he does so emphatically, all right? There's 2 checks in those boxes because he's terrific at what he does. He's hungry, all right? He's a young coach. He's a rising star in this game, all right? And we are thrilled and excited to introduce to you tonight the new head football coach at Cuthbertson High School, Trey Kavanaugh.
I have a couple of things I want to do before I start my little getting after with you guys. It feels like a game day. My adrenaline's absolutely pumping. I want those lights to be on right now with you guys. I want to go down there right now with you guys and grind it out, man. I really do. I love that we've been on a grass field because I don't want to get muddy with you guys. I want to roll around in it. I want you guys to hit each other. All right, and I think that just looking at y'all's eyes right now, you're hungry for it. All right, I feel a chip on your shoulder that we both possess. All right, so I'm excited for that. First of all, I just got to do a couple thank yous. The first one is right here in the first row, and that's my family. So I just want to give you guys a big thank you. I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't be where I am right now without you guys. You mean the absolute world to me. The second one is my Audrey Kell family. Before here, I was at Audrey Kell for 3 years, and they did everything that they could. They helped me with this process. They gave me my first job. They took me in as a family, and that coaching staff, what we went through, and those kids, what we went through, I was there for 3 years. So you guys that are about to be seniors in there know what kind of grind that is for 3 years to your senior year. And I kind of left some seniors at Audrey Kell that I really, really care about. And we kind of came in together and faced some adversity like you guys have faced. So I just want to thank those players, even though they're not here tonight. They mean the world to me, and I'm ready to make those relationships with you guys. There's one more person I want to thank because in this coaching realm that I live in and that I've been a part of for a long time, there's this kind of taboo thing that happens when a new coach comes and another coach leaves, and we don't talk about it, and I've seen it through personal experiences, but I just want to thank Coach Johnson, who was here before me, who started this program, who led it to a conference championship, who coached one of the best quarterbacks in the nation right now. I don't think it's a bad thing to thank the guys that came before you. And even though I want to coach my own way and I want to make a turn, you've got to be able to look back and see and appreciate what's come before you and be able to build off that. You never want to burn something down just to build something. I want to build off of it. So thank you to Coach Johnson as well. So I grew up, I was born in Texas actually. I didn't stay there very long, and eventually moved to Atlanta, Georgia. When I was in about 4th grade, my parents got divorced, and it was probably the hardest thing that I've been through, but absolutely the best thing for me as a person. I got an opportunity to go live with my grandparents in Boone, North Carolina. I spent high school at Watauga High School up in Boone. That's the team that Wellington beat on the way to the state championship this year. I was a good football player in high school, probably a great high school player, and I was an okay college player when I went to Appalachian State. I got the opportunity to walk on. I'll tell you a quick little story. There's probably guys in this auditorium right now that are a little bit better football players than I was. I worked my butt off, absolutely, scout team, anything I could. I ended up being on kickoff at about 185 pounds, running down the field in Athens, Georgia. So you can imagine how that felt when somebody that's a little bigger than me hit me. But that was my college career, and kind of give you the mentality that I had when I played. My highlight of my career wasn't catching a ball. It wasn't running for a touchdown or throwing for a touchdown. It was actually our spring ball scrimmage when one of our running backs got hit and the ball flies out, and I was able to jump on a football recovery in the end zone. And it's funny that that's the highlight because it's not exactly a Sports Center top 10 play, but it does tell you a little bit about my mentality as a person. All right, it tells you that I'm willing to jump on that ball, right? To go all out. When there are guys, if you look on film, there are guys staring at it that wouldn't have done the same thing, that didn't want to go all out for a scrimmage play. But that's who I was. I had the great opportunity to play for my grandpa, Jerry Moore, up there, who's in the College Football Hall of Fame. Like I said, I grew up with him. what I lack in age, I make up tenfold in experience. And I know that does not necessarily make sense, but I was riding my tricycle around a football field house, not a cul-de-sac. All right? I rode my tricycle. I didn't play Xbox. I didn't play PlayStation on a normal TV. I played on a projector screen like this right after the team got done watching film. All right, I lived and breathed football. I had my birthday parties at the field house on that turf field. So I was I got to play for my grandpa. I got a great receiver coach my first year. His name's Trey Elder. He was about my age when he got his first head coaching job in South Carolina. He then went on to be offense coordinator at North Greenville. My second wide receiver coach was Coach Stepp, who followed Chad Morris to SMU and then to Arkansas, where he is now the top recruiter in the country. I got to play for my grandpa, like I said. Coach Moore is in the College Football Hall of Fame. I had to play for Scott Satterfield, who is now the head coach at Louisville, doing good things, who just won back-to-back bowls at Buckman State. After I graduated from App, I went and pursued a coaching career at East Carolina University under Coach Ruffin McNeil, which was an amazing experience working for Coach McNeil and the predecessors of Lincoln Riley. Coach McNeil is now at Oklahoma. If you guys didn't know, he's now at Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley. I've skipped along, it's been in my pocket. But he's now with Lincoln Riley in Oklahoma. I worked directly underneath Garrett Riley, who is now at Appalachian State as the running back coach. I worked under Donnie Kirkpatrick, who won a national championship at James Madison. I worked, and now Donnie Kirkpatrick is back to being an offense coordinator at East Carolina. What I'm trying to say by using these experiences and telling you where I've been is that you might only see 4 stops right there, but I have been able to work under some of the sharpest people in this profession on any level. I have absolutely I'm a phone call away from some of the smartest people that have ever done this. You've got to be able to realize your own limitations at some point. And building the people around you is what makes you great, not standing by yourself on a mountain. So my web of people, my family right here, the people I've worked for, even going back to Audrey Kell and the relationships I've built there, are absolutely essential to who I am as a coach. So that's a little bit about me. I finished at East Carolina. Ruffin McNeil got fired. I'll tell you a little story about that. We had a good chance to be pretty good that year. Lincoln Riley had just gone to Oklahoma. We had a good chance. We had a quarterback named Kirk Benkert. We're a week away from the season. We're doing a non-practice drill. He rolls out, he does a little juke, and he tears his ACL. All right, backup quarterback's a JUCO kid. We get transferred in late. We play BYU to the end. We play Florida to the end. Kirk Benkert ends up going to Virginia, having a monster year at Virginia a year later. But we lose 7 games, and Ruffin McNeil gets fired. Once again, a moment of adversity. Once again, a time in my life that you look back on and you say, that sucked at the time, but thank God it happened. Thank God it happened. Thank God I was only in East Carolina for 7 months. Because what I did after that made me who I am. I said, I'm going to step aside from coaching. I just got put on my face. I just got put on my butt the first experience I had. I said I'm going to take a step back. I work for a company called DV Sport that does instant replay, kind of like Huddle or kind of like Exos. So I worked for DV Sport for about 4 months. And the itch is so hard, guys, I couldn't do it anymore. I was making 50, 60K right out of college, and I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be with you guys. I want to be with my coaches. I want to be grinding. I can't wear this all the time. I hate wearing this. I want to be an advisor, right? So I didn't want to do that anymore. So I reached out to every coach on South Charlotte. I was living with a friend from college, and I reached out to every coach within 30 minutes. I said, I'll take anything. I've got an education degree. I'll do anything you want. And Audrey Kell was one of the first ones to reach back, and I jumped at it. I said, I want to be a receivers coach. I got to call plays on the JV level that year. And I went from making 60, 50K a year to making $100 every time I could find a sub job. All right? Now, I know you guys don't know financials yet, but that's a lot. That's a big change. So, I wasn't at Audrey Kell every day. I was at East Mech, I was at North Mech, I was at West Mech, driving practice. All right? And I wouldn't take that back for anything. All right, I saw how things are done. I saw the way that schools are run, well and not so well. All right? So I did that for a year. I was a substitute teacher in a different classroom, working 4 blocks, just so I could be with my guys. I was the JV offense coordinator, and then the next year goes by. I said, how can I get in the building, Andre Kell? I was in the front office. I was doing discipline. I was cutting weeds. I was doing whatever I could to stay in that building to prove my worth. All right, this is a guy with a college degree, right? Coaching experience with some of the big wigs. But I'm cutting weeds. I'm on my knees at Andre Kell. And that year we have a new coach come in named Kyle Bray, and he transforms the program. He does a really good job establishing a culture. That's where I learned how to get this job today. All right, he did a great job transforming stuff at Andre Kell. And I was a part of that. I got an opportunity to help him do that. So I'm there, and halfway through the season, we go to Catholic and we get our tails kicked. And Coach Bray goes, "You're calling plays from now on." So I'm 25. I'm 24. I'm calling varsity plays with not my playbook, with somebody else's playbook. Once again, moment of adversity, and thank God it happened. So we come and I do a pretty good job. I think I do a pretty good job. And once again, every time you take a step up, we took 2 steps back, and it's just one of those years, kind of like what happened with you guys last year. And then last year happens at Andre Kell. Last year was such a testament to what a team can do, all right? And I don't want to sit here and keep talking about Andre Kell, but there are similarities that we went through that you guys went through this year, that you guys went through on your field. We started 0-6, didn't win a game, 0-6, come back, win conference, all right? And that's a testament to the resiliency of our players. We had 0 injuries. That's a testament to the weight room, to the work those guys put in. 0 injuries at the end of high school football year is unbelievable. We had a first-round bye in a home playoff game. It was awesome. We won conference championship on both levels, JV and varsity, first time in school history. I said, I'm ready. I said, I've learned what I needed to learn. I'm ready to go. I want my own team. I want to do that with a new set of guys. So that's what led me to interview at Cuthbertson. And I walked in there, hair on fire. One of the things that kind of stood out to me is I wanted to be fearless. Whenever I hear about Cuthbertson, whenever I was coming into Cuthbertson, I kept hearing about all the things that were obstacles. All the things that are bad, all the things that you have to overcome. And I said, good. That's what I want. I want to cut that grass, right? I want to take a team from here to here. And that's the opportunity. I want obstacles to be able to go over. That's what makes you great, right? I enjoy adversity. I enjoy challenges. All right, I want to play right now. I'm telling you. I can go. We're a lot closer than anything. I promise you are. Because all the intangible things are there. All the things that other programs wish they had. Man, you think there are state champions out there right now that wish there were as many butts and seats as we had tonight. Absolutely. So all the intangible things are there. We just got to win some football games. We've got something to prove here. And the fact that you're here tells me you've got something to prove. You're not okay with where we are right now. No one in this room is okay with what happened last year. No one's okay with one conference championship in school history. So we've got something to prove. I'm so incredibly grateful and excited to be y'all's head football coach. This is an absolute dream come true. Absolute dream come true. And I promise, I don't promise wins and losses. I promise I'm going to do the very best I can for your athletes. I'm going to do the very best I can for these guys right here. More than just a coach. I'll always be there for them. No matter what. The relationships I build with my player are second to none. So if you leave here today saying one thing about Coach Kavanaugh, please know, please be thinking about how much I want to make an impact on your kids. Because that's the whole reason I got into it. Winning is great, and I'm the most competitive person in the world, and all coaches are. But I want you leaving here knowing I'm going to make a positive impact on these kids' lives. Without a doubt. And they come to me with anything. I'll be there for them, in their corner. So, with that being said, thank you guys once again. I'm so happy to be here. I'm looking forward to getting after it with you guys. Look forward to talking to you guys in the lobby. Thank you very much.